guys, the Flying Moose here with you, and it is good to be here today. This beautiful Saturday morning where I'm at. The skies are clear. It's crisp outside. It kind of looks a lot like it does here in Gibraltar at the moment. Although it's not as windy as it is in Gibraltar apparently, because we're getting 14 knots apparently, almost right down the runway, 09014. So should make for a good takeoff. Anyway. Good to have you guys here. Welcome back, everybody. We had a good flight yesterday on VATSIM, flying the Jacksonville Jaguars from Jacksonville to Cleveland for their big game tomorrow. Hopefully they win. If they do, they will absolutely own at the moment the AFC South Division, which is awesome for me, because we haven't been in that position in a long time. So, anyway. All that to say, let's get to some flying. But first, before we do that, we got to do some shout-outs to those of you who got here first. And so, as always, we got to do those. So, first of all, we've got Tim is back with us today. We missed you yesterday, buddy. Good to have you here. Brian Gren, welcome back. Gabe Evans, welcome aboard. Smurf Killer 13, how you doing? Roger Jose Solis, good to have you. Yes, we are going to Barcelona today from Gibraltar. Going to be a little bit of a short flight, and that's because I need to get to some other things, including building my new PC. So we'll talk about that. Where we are with that so far in the during the flight. So let's see. Smurf Killer, I never said your name. Kramer, good to have you back. Boeing Manufacturer 8, hello. Expert Man, good to see you. Yes, Poland, we'll have to do a stop there. Absolutely, that's cool. Your family's from there. That's awesome, man. Let's see here. Who else we got? Is that everybody so far? I don't think it might be, actually. Unless someone jumped in here on the bottom. I didn't see. Nope, that looks like everybody. So, all right. Thank you, by the way, for those of you who have already gone ahead and liked the video. I appreciate that. Please make sure you do hit that like button. I do appreciate it. I do need that. Also, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button. I would imagine most of you that are here are already subscribed because I recognize all of your names. But if you haven't subscribed already, or you're not in chat and you're just watching, or you're watching this after the fact even, hit that subscribe button. I'd certainly appreciate it. A couple other things to get out of the way before we begin here. There are a couple ways to support the channel. One is liking the videos. Easiest and least expensive investment you can ever make is just like a video. Easy peasy, done. Second, a little bit more of a ask is become a subscriber. Again, this isn't really a big deal because again it's free, but you know, you do get alerts and stuff, so if you don't like my content, then that could be a big ask. Hopefully you do. That's why you're here, I would hope. Anyway, we'll see. Oh, they flew today. Awesome, Tim. Atlas Air. Yeah, see, I told you. They're flying Atlas. Currently en route, Jacksonville to Cleveland. See, we did it first. We did it first. I should find out what route they're using and see if they're using a similar route to what I did yesterday. That's cool. I'm going to have to look that up. All right. So let's see here. What was I saying? Yeah, so you can become a subscriber. That's the next thing you can do. And then the other ways you can support the channel is by donating. And you can donate in 3 ways. And again, I really appreciate it. It goes towards content type things like the computer hardware or software, planes, scenery, stuff like that. I'm not made of money, so if you guys want to see that extra stuff, then that is certainly appreciated. But there's 3 ways to donate. The easiest one is Super Chat. You can do that. There's a button down at the bottom of the chat. It's a big $sign. You click on that, and you basically pay a little bit of money to get your chat message viewed longer than everyone else's and more highlighted, and it gives me money, so that's awesome. That's called Super Chat. The next way you can do it is by going to Streamlabs and supporting the channel that way. You can use PayPal or Visa credit card, all that stuff. You do that on the that's in the description below the video. And then finally, you can also become a sponsor. This is a new thing that YouTube's doing. It's kind of like the Twitch subscriber type thing, where you basically pay a monthly cost. And you get some special little emojis and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we only have 1 sponsor at the moment, and YouTube mandates that I have 2 before I can create any custom emojis. So if we get a second one, then I will work on doing that so you guys can use those custom emojis. That would be awesome. So anyway, again, no pressure on the payment stuff. That's all voluntary. I appreciate it, but I don't require it. I really just like your presence here, guys. That's what makes it awesome. So don't feel pressure to do that. Don't feel like if you're not paying in some way that you're any less than. That's not. I don't want that to be the attitude here on the channel. So, Brian Grant, we will get to Tel Aviv eventually. Don't you worry, sir. The reason I'm not doing that long flight today is because I've got to work on that computer, get that built. So, Okay, Tim has posted the route, so it's similar. Actually, actually it's identical after starting at SPA. We did not do the crossbar 2. We did the start with an A to Baxley or something like that, and whatever. But from SPA, J85, HVQ, TVT to Keaton 6. That's exactly the route we took in there at that point. So cool. That's awesome, man. Jags are going to Cleveland. It's not exactly where I want a vacation, but whatever. Anyway, let's get on with it, and let's get to flying, because that's why we're all here. So I would assume. So we are flying in because we're in Gibraltar. This is a British territory in the very tip of Spain. For those of you who don't know your geography, there is the famed Rock of Gibraltar. This is right on the other side of that is the Mediterranean Sea and the Straits of Gibraltar, which leads the Mediterranean out into the Atlantic Ocean. So I'll give you a little bit of a geography lesson there. But this is British territory. This is technically Gibraltar Air Force Base. So it doubles as an air base and a civilian base. I don't know if there's any British Airways 737s that fly into here, but there are A320s. But I'm not as well versed with the A320s, so that's why I'm using this. There's also, you'll notice a lack of WAN today, unfortunately, and that's because there are actually no parking spots at Gibraltar in FSX without me doing some editing. And so without a parking spot, GSX doesn't recognize anything. So, excuse me for a second, I got a cough. Okay, there we go. Didn't want to hack on the mic, sorry. Not 45 minutes. My thing said, and it's probably about an hour, so it's about 500. It's like 499 nautical miles, so it should be right around an hour or so once we're in the air. So anyway, let's get cracking here. So looking at our aircraft here, we've got good-looking landing gear, nose gear, taxi light there, and no hydraulic issues. We've got our pitot tubes are covered right now, so we'll have to take those off. The angle of attack indicator right there, and we've got our nose cone radar arm looks good. We got GPU providing the power at the moment, and we got our two pitos on the first officer side as well as the angle of attack indicator there. And we'll come back over here and check our static ports right there, 1 and 2 for the first officer side. The cargo hatch there is closed. You'll notice the this guy's supplying air-conditioned air into the cabin for the passengers at the moment, since we're not running that APU. Wing route and the leading edge right there, as long as the landing lights all look good. We've got our CFM engine right here, and checking the fan blades, they look okay. Come around here and just check the hanging on the wing there, just make sure there's no obvious problems. We're checking the leading edge for any dents, dings, or any other sign of damage or deformity. We've got the nav light there, green for the starboard side, or the right side. Starboard's a nautical term. And winglet, rear facing light there. All of our ailerons and flaps are in the up and stowed position. The flap canoes look good. No signs of leaks from the wings from fuel. Exhaust on the number 2 engine looks clear. We've got our right main tire looks pretty good. I still see tread, brakes, and hydraulics all look a-okay. Come and check on the other side of the fuselage here. Again, the cargo hatch there is closed and locked. The door in the back is closed and locked. APU, I'm not sure if that's the APU inlet, or I think it is the APU inlet. Not 100%. Actually, it must be, now that I think about it. So, anyway, APU not running, but right there, and looks clear. The vertical and horizontal stabilizers all look okay. Beautiful, beautiful British colors today. Sponsoring the Union Jack. That's the flag, by the way, if you don't know. Golf Victor Alpha Bravo Alpha is the aircraft we're flying today. And we'll come over here and check the left main. And looking at tires, brakes, hydraulics, looking okay. Looking at that exhaust on engine number 1, looks clear. Flaps and ailerons, flap canoes all look good. They're all up and stowed where they should be. We got that rear light on the left wing here. Winglet looks good. Red nav light for the port side or the left side of the aircraft. Again, those nautical terms. Looking at the leading edge for any dents, dings, signs of damage, bends, whatever. Looking at the pylon there, looks good. And we'll come around here and check the fan. Looking for any signs of damage, bird strikes, types of things like that. And the front leading edge of the wing of the inside there, the wing root and the landing lights all look good. We've got to check our static port here on the captain side. Other static port up there on the captain side looks good. Our antennas down below are all intact. I think this bird's going to fly today. What about you? All right. So yeah, let's get going. He said he might last time. What did I say I might? Oh, yeah, we'll see. Again, yeah, the asking doesn't really do anything for you, just so you know. Ah, we're really tall. I'll just let you know that effect of me walking up the stairs. That is like a really hard thing to do because I have to push forward on the number pad and push the page up button in a kind of the similar time frame to give that effect of kind of going up at an angle. And let me tell you, that is a hard ratio to find easily. So that's why that happens. All right. Anyway, who's have you thought about flying EasyJet? I don't think I have. Let's see. No, yes, I do have EasyJet. I have EasyJet in the Airbus, and so once the new computer's up and running here, I think it'll be powerful enough to run that thing a lot better, and then I will do some more Airbus flying as I learn it better. And yeah, I'd like to do some more Airbus flying, but it is frame heavy on my current system, and so I'd like to get away from that, so that way we can get that done. Also, then we can hopefully fly the CRJ as well. That was really frame heavy and did not like thunderstorms. Who knew? Barcelona instead of Barcelona. Really? Did I leave off the A? Oh my gosh. Hang on. I'm going to check that because that's embarrassing. I'm sorry. I did. Oh my gosh. I thought I deleted the space and I deleted the A instead. Okay. Well, that should be updating shortly now. Thank you for catching that. I appreciate that very much. Okay. Let's get going. My bad spelling aside. Although I knew how to spell it, I just deleted the A accidentally and didn't realize it. Alright, let's get the dome light on here, and we're going to go ahead and turn on the IRSs. Check the leading edge device lights there. This is all good. I'm going to turn that yaw damper on. Navigation switches are in normal. Control panel's normal. Auto source is auto. We're going to check the crossfeed valve. Okay, we got illuminated, and we got a in-transit light, and it should go off. Good. Fuel pumps are off because we don't need fuel at the moment. Checking the battery, we got 28 volts on the battery, and we're going to check that on standby power. We got 26 volts for standby. Over here we have ground power, 28 volts, 22 amps, 115. Sorry, DC volts. So 115 AC volts at 402 hertz. Or cycles per second, but same thing. So we're going to go ahead and leave that on ground power at the moment. I'm going to turn on the in-flight entertainment and the cabin utility stuff right there. Standby power is an auto at the moment, and that's fine. We're on ground power, so these guys are off. And we're going to come back up here. We're going to turn our circuit breaker lights on and our panel lights on. These are in normal. We're going to arm the emergency exit lights. I'm going to turn on the seatbelt sign for the passengers. Window heats are going to come on. We're going to leave the pitos off at the moment because we've got those covers on them. We don't want to melt the plastic. We don't need any ice right now. We're going to leave the hydraulics where they are. And checking the air conditioning pack stuff. We'll go ahead. Recircs are on. That's good. Packs are off because we're using the air conditioning thing, and we'll go ahead and put the valve to auto there. All the bleeds are on at the moment. I'm actually going to turn the engine bleeds off until we're getting ready to start the engines. Flight altitude today is going to be 37,000 feet, so we're going to run that up to 370. There we go. Bingo bango. We'll turn the logo light on, sure, why not. And that concludes the upper panel. Let's look at the lower panel stuff. So we got our oxygen test. Hold that down. There we go. Got good oxygen flow. Time is currently 10:17. This is my time. It's actually 10:17 here. Well, actually, it's 10:19. The sim's behind by 2 minutes, but it's okay. We're on my time, so it's actually 8 hours ahead of this in Zulu time. But yeah, so that's our standard practice. Nose wheel steering is turned on. There's our Golf Victor Alpha Bravo Alpha right there. We need to get the IRS line to get these guys all online. I'm going to go ahead and turn the main panel up just a little bit. Actually, this one I'll turn up all the way. Now that I think about it, realize what it is. I don't need any backlighting because we're flying during the day today. Let's go ahead and get our light test done. So we'll come up here and check all of our lights. Looking for that. That looks good. That looks good. Yep. Alright, continuing on across. Looking at all our lights, making sure nothing's burnt out. And I think we look good. So we'll go ahead and kill the kill the light test there. And let's see here. Gear lever is down. Flaps are up. Agrees with what we saw outside. The spoiler is down. Parking brake's off right now because we're on wheel chocks. And let's do fire test. There we go. And we'll do cargo fire test. We got a good test. Alright. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just set a random squawk code in here because I can. Sure. And we're going to leave that in standby at the moment because we're not moving yet. So we're going to do that. I do want to turn on the panel lights there. And I think that brings us up to good for that. Yeah, on the, well, all the aircraft stuff here, the no smoking light. Actually, this one now, you see this says chime. This would have been the no smoking light, so they've probably hardwired this one in. So it's always on. They just use it as a chime now as far as the actual dinging. The ding, just to let the flight attendants know different phases of the flight and things like that. Aldo the Apache, hello, and Logan Moose X. Why am I flying so early today? Because I got up early. And I thought, let's get this done. I've got a computer to build. So, yeah. Yeah, Kramer, it's we're getting there. Getting there. We need some more subs. We're getting there. So, yeah. My flight is longer today. I'm flying Denver, Chicago right now. Later. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, like Tim said, no smoking is pretty much hardwired nowadays. There's pretty much universally accepted now that there's no smoking on flights. So don't have to worry about that anymore as much, but we still have to tell people because people are idiots. Anyway, one more thing I want to do, and one of these I think, maybe they both will work. Let's find out. Yep, there we go. Overspeed, overspeed. Stick shaker, stick shaker. Okay, good. Alright, let's go ahead and get our FMS set up, and then we'll look at our flight plan here in a second. So we are flying the 737-800 with winglets today. This is all correct. Current ARAC data 1712, so we're current until December 6th. Sorry, yeah. Oh, only December 6th. Okay. I thought I went farther than that. I was looking at something else. Yeah, November 9 to December 6th, and then we'll be, that's right, because we have 1713. It's 13 ARAC cycles during the year, so it's not one every month, basically. So, but yeah. Let's get our position entered. Next page. Clear that. No, go away. Gonna take that one, previous, boom. LXGB is where we are. Lima X-Ray Golf Bravo. And we're not at a gate, so I'm just gonna leave that blank. And our route, LXGB, and we're going to LEBL. Barcelona, El Prat. We are BAW 559, which coincidentally is my area code. I just randomly came up with that number and realized I did that, so there you go. Alright, so we've got that. And we're going to do departure arrival. Alright, let's look at our flight plan here. And fill you guys all in on what's going on. So, here we go. You can see the map here. We'll show that down better in a second. But our alternate today is Palma, which we've been to before. Cruise level 370. Airtime, it's saying an hour and a half. We'll see how accurate that ends up being. They're giving us 15,392 pounds of block fuel, and our zero fuel weight today is 123.5. We have 118 souls on board, and we've got 11.5 thousand pounds of cargo or freight or whatever you want to call it. Here's our route from Gibraltar. So here's what I was talking about. This is the Straits of Gibraltar right here. This is the Atlantic Ocean. This is the Mediterranean Sea, or the Med, as Tim likes to call it. We're going to take off out of runway 9 and head straight east to Pimos, which actually was our initial approach fix as well when we came in here long ago. And then we're going to head up through the eastern side of Spain, up along the coast here, out over the water, and into Barcelona. And we'll check the weather here in a second. Expect to see what runways we can expect over in Barcelona. Our alternates today looks like for final reserve fuel, we're looking at looks like 5.2 to 5.3 for our reserve. So we'll go ahead and put 5.3. Minimum takeoff fuel is 14,892. Make a note of that. And let's look at our weather charts here. Come on down. Alright, well, you don't have any significant weather, so that's good. Should be pretty clear. Just got our wind chart right there. Looks like we're looking at headwinds for most of the way. And there we go. It's another depiction of that. So, there she blows. I've already got the fuel loaded up, and I've already got the loadout loaded. There's our route. It's also in NightBot there. We're expecting the Mate 1 Juliet arrival, or the Matex 1 Juliet relay. This is always short for that guy right there. So, Matex 1 Juliet, and so we'll look at that on the route and see. Let's look at the weather and see what kind of weather we are to be expecting over in Barcelona, and see what runway we think we might take as a result. So Barcelona expected weather conditions right now, we're looking at 250 at 3 knots. Wow, okay, that's easy. A few clouds at 2,000, temperature 14, dew point 9, QNH 1020, no significant weather. So 250 at 3, I believe they have one of their runways are 25 and 7, I think, or it's close to that anyway. I'll have to look again. So we'll probably plan to do 25 and come in that way, even though with 3-knot winds it really doesn't matter. But yeah, we can do whatever we want. So weather right now over here, let's get that, and then we'll go ahead and put our, well, actually let's go ahead and put the flight plan, and then we'll get the current weather. So let's see, pull SimBrief back up so I can see it. Dum 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 dum. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Get back in here. Okay. So we're departing runway 9. So we got that. We will go back to the route, and we're going to go to Pimos. P-I-M-O-S. And we're going to take UM445. UM445. And that's going to go to BEGOX. B-E-G-O-X. B-E-G-O-X. From there, UN860. UN860. And that's going to go to VLC. Victor Lima Charlie. UM985. UM985. To SOPET. S-O-P-E-T. S-O-P-E-T. To UN608. A lot of airways today. UN608. That will take us to Matex, M-A-T-E-X. X. And that gets us on the arrival. So we will go over here to arrival. Looking for the Matex 1 Juliet. Matex 1 Kilo Juliet. There you are. And look at that. So I'm gonna wait on the actual runway there. We'll just put in the arrival for right now, and then we'll figure that out in the cruise what we're gonna do with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the route here. We're gonna check for discontinuities. Nope, we're okay there. So we'll go ahead and execute that. Oh, sorry, activate that, execute that, and now we'll check the legs and just make sure we don't have any issues there. And so far we don't have any altitude or anything restrictions, so okay. Alrighty, let's go back to here. 0 fuel weight and reserves. We said we're going to be 5.3. Cost index is 80. Cruise level today is 370. not good, 37 feet. Alright. Transition altitude, that's a good point. What is transition altitude here? Don't remember. Let's see here. Approach, departure, SID. There's no map, there's no SIDs. Okay, so one of these had my... You go down there. I want to say it's like 5,000 feet or something like that, but I'm not 100%, so we're going to find out. That's helpful. Okay. 6,000 feet. Okay, there we go. So 6,000 feet is what we're going to set for transition altitude. There we go. Going to execute that. We are not going to derate because we have a very short runway today, so we're going to leave that alone. We'll do flaps 5. We should be fine. We're not that heavy. And there we go. So V1 is going to be 133, VR is 135, and V2 145. So let's go ahead and set up some of that information up here. 145 plus 15 is going to be 160. So we're going to set that for our V2 plus 15 speed. Our heading, I'm going to set, oops, other way, the runway heading, which I just had it here. Where'd you go? I don't think it's exactly 9. No, it's 89, so it's close to 90. Boom, right there. And there is no departure because there's no departure. So, so I'm going to go ahead and just set our altitude because we're just going to climb straight out. Easy peasy today. No restrictions. No restrictions. Okay. So that sets that. I'm going to go ahead and cue on that flight director there. And now let's get the weather and find out what we are up against here. So I think to do this, if I remember correctly, I think it's 122.0, maybe?
Lima X-ray, Golf Bravo, airport information, Golf 1750, Zulu, weather, wind 100, at 13, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 17, dew point 14, QNH 1019er, advise on initial contact, you have information, Golf, Lima X-ray, Golf
1019, okay, so let's set that up here. Whoops, should probably go to QNH, there we go. 019. So wind is 100 at 13 now, so it's calmed down by 1 knot. Big whoop-de frickin' do. And temperature's 172.14, so we're okay as far as temperature and moisture. We don't need anti-ice today, so that's good. So, okie dokie. So let's check real quick. We're showing 359 on the HSI there. The compass is showing us right there at north as well, so we're good there. Altimeter 1019 is showing us just above sea level, which we are because we're just above sea level right here on the coast. So our instruments check out there as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at our checklist here real quick and make sure we're up to snuff. So pre-flight checklist: oxygen has been tested 100%. Navigation, transfer, and display switches are all set to normal in both. Sorry, normal and auto rather. Window heat is on. Pressurization mode selector is set to auto right there. Flight instruments heading is 359, and altimeter is QNH 1019 on both sides, showing an altitude of about 20 feet. Parking brake we can now go ahead and set because we're going to remove the chocks, and the engine start levers are cut off. So with that noted, before we do the before start checklist, we need to do a few things. So we need to, first of all, going to go ahead and turn on fuel pump. And we're going to go ahead and activate, oops, not the windshield wiper. I'm used to a switch. Going to activate the APU. And while that is booting up, we're going to close our doors and remove our various sundry items here. So, FS actions, ground connections. We're going to remove the pitot covers, first of all. I can't remove this stuff until we get power on the aircraft, so we're going to wait on that. So in the meantime, we're going to go to doors, and we're going to close the air stairs. Maybe. Why can't I close the air stairs? Do I have to close the door for now? What's happening here? Hello? Close the... Oh, it is closing. Okay, wow, that took a while. Good grief. Alright. A little bit of a delay. For those of you that are just joining the stream, welcome. See some new names I don't know. Jacob Sacker, hello. Anka Donescu, Cap4653, hello. And if you're in here and I haven't seen you yet, it's because I'm focusing on getting this thing ready. So we'll do more chatting in the flight. But welcome to you. If you're here for the first time, again, hit that subscribe button and that like button if you wouldn't mind. I would certainly appreciate it. I think at this point our APU should be spooled up, and yes, it is. So we're going to switch over to the APU bus, and we're also going to switch over to the APU bleed. So I'm going to turn all the packs on, and at this point now we can remove the ground power and the air cart, and we can remove the wheel chocks. Our parking brakes are set, so that's okay, good to go. Back to the FMC. There we go. Alright, so now with that being done, let's talk through our departure here for a moment. As my stuff on my flight bag here goes away. How dare you? Come on, come back. Alright, so the weather we've got today, like we said, is right now 100 at 13. QNH 1019, temperature is 172.14, and skies are clear. So we are going to be taking off on runway 9. Basically, that just means a taxi directly behind us on Alpha to the runway. We will then back taxi all the way down to the end of the runway and then turn around at the end for takeoff. The runway is 5,830 feet long, so it is short, so we're going to use full power today. We'll actually do a brake hold power set and then release. And we'll be using flaps 5 for our takeoff. We need 14.9 thousand pounds at takeoff. We have 15.4 at the moment, 7.7 on both sides. Takeoff is going to be just straight out, standard climb out, clean up, and we're going to be climbing straight up to 370 today. We're going to be going directly to Pimos and continuing on our course from there. So. No speed restrictions other than the standard 250 below 10,000, which we will observe, and no issues there. If we do have to abort for any reason after the takeoff, we need to come back, for instance, we will do a climbing right turn around the Rock of Gibraltar back into the bay to come back in on runway 9. So we'll swing around the rock. We'll be very mindful of that thing. We don't want to run into that, obviously. Our MSA for the area I just had here a moment ago. Where'd it go? There you are. Nope, stop that. MSA to the south of us is 3,900 feet, which is the sector we'll be in. We'll stay away from the left-hand side, as that is a higher MSA of 6,800 feet, and so we don't want to deal with that either. So we got terrain on both sides, so we got to be careful of both directions. Very cautious of that. Transition altitude today is 6,000 feet, and otherwise, if we have any issues before V1, we'll just stop. I don't want to risk anything with a short runway, so we won't. We'll just slam those brakes down and get it stopped very quickly and assess our situation. So. Alright, there we go. With that, let's go ahead and do the before start checklist. Flight deck door is closed and locked. Fuel, we've got 15.4 thousand pounds, 7.69 and 7.70 on the left and right respectively. Passenger signs are, I believe they're on. Yes, they are. Windows are locked. MCP, we got V2 plus 15, 160. Heading is 89, and altitude is 37,000 feet. Set in the boxes. Takeoff speeds, V1 133, VR 135, and V2 is 145, 160 with the V2 plus 15. CDU pre-flight has been completed. Rudder and aileron trim are free and 0. Taxi and takeoff briefing is completed, and we are now putting on the anti-collision light. We don't have any pushback services today, so we're going to start engines right here on the stand, and then just turn around. So that's how that's going to go down. So here we go. So let's get this bird ready to fly. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the dome light. Turn off the dome. There we go. Fuel pump's coming on. And packs off for starting. Engine bleeds to on and turning 2. Wolfgang, Amadeus, Mozart, welcome back. The Daniel 10,000, hello. Good to see you guys. Baxter Cat, hey, sorry you gotta go, but good to see you again. Alright, fuel on number 2. Light up. McHugh Magic 6000, hello. What's the question marks for? Swazi, welcome back, sir. Yeah, so those PC specs there are going to change soon. Exciting, exciting. Alright, starter cut out. And we'll go ahead and fire up engine number 1. Got 25 people watching the stream right now. Welcome, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. We're just about to rocket out of Gibraltar for Barcelona. Welcome aboard. Moose Air. Alright. And we got light up on engine number 1. It begins to spool up nicely. Alrighty then. We've got, looks like good starts on both 1 and 2. And we'll set the taxi light on there. I'm going to turn off lights on. Pitos can come on now. Electric hydraulic pumps can come on. Packs go back on, so we don't forget that. as is my way. Why do we still have an air conditioning? Oh, I don't want it. Probably because of that. No, it's the cutout. That's not what I want. I'll trip that. Actually, that might be it right there. That's dual bleed. That's what it was. Okay. So yeah, that's going. We'll go ahead and put the buses on, and we can now shut down the APU. All right. Before taxi checklist, generators are now on. Probe heat is on. Anti-ice not required. Isolation valve is set to auto. Engine start switches to continuous. It's going to do it before it took off, but okay. Recall is checked. Auto brake to RTO. Engine start levers are idle to tent. We got to check the flight controls. Can I do that on this one? I don't remember. No. Okay, so never mind. We're going to assume they work. We'll just do this and make sure my flight controls are sending the signals that I expect them to be. Yes, they do, and yes, they do. Good, okay. And ground equipment is clear because there was no ground equipment today. So, well, except for the GPU and the air card. So, all right. Let's see. Trim is going to be 4.73. So let's set that. And we're doing flaps 5. Alright, let's go ahead and do the TCAS check. We'll put this on transponder while it's checking that. Braking brake released. Here we go. And we are moving. There's the Rock of Gibraltar right there. The mighty Rock of Gibraltar. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard British Airways Flight 559. This is from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking. We are going to be taking off here very shortly. So please sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for takeoff at this time. Yeah, Boeing manufacturer 8, don't piss off the moderators, don't be spamming comments and stuff, they will take action. It's just annoying, nobody likes it. That's why I've got the moderators. Alright, we're looking at the, oops, hang on. Actually, I know there's not, because I have it turned off, so I'm not going to worry about it. But, let's, since we are going on to the runway at this point, we would turn this to TARA. And head down to the end of runway 9. Yeah, in fact, I don't even see the... That's a good point. I don't even see the road. Is that behind me? Yeah, the road isn't even modeled. Fail, FSX. Even the road isn't modeled in the FSX version of Gibraltar. That's just a fail. American Aviator, welcome back, sir. Good to have you. You notice his name is green. That's because he is one of those sponsors I was talking about. He needs a friend, so that way we can get a custom emoji going. Alright. No, this is not VATSIM. We did VATSIM yesterday. This is... not doing VATSIM in Europe at the moment, just America. So I'm shifting it up a little bit all the time. So good to have you back, sir. Good to have you back. But yeah, guys, in real life there is actually a road, a highway, or something that crosses this runway. Great planning. And so when aircraft are going to land, they have to give enough heads up so they have time to close the gates. It's like a railroad crossing at that point, and then make sure the cars stop in time so that way the runway is clear for the aircraft to land. So you become a moderator by me making you one, and so yeah. And don't ask to be moderators, because I make you moderator of my own will in my own time as I see fit. There's no reason for everyone to be a moderator. That only causes other problems. At the same time, there's certain people that I don't think should be moderators. There's certain people I trust to be moderators. I don't want to get into all that, so we don't just don't ask for it. I may just bestow on you my benevolence at some point, and a moderator you shall be at that point, and that's how that works. So. Yeah, it's kind of similar to a railroad crossing. I mean, obviously it's for cars, because it's for planes instead of a railroad, but yeah, kind of the same difference. Alright, so we are lining up here on the runway 89, I believe is what it's supposed to be, so we'll rump. There we go. Alright, we're going to hold the brakes. The landing lights are coming on. We're going to put the... should have really done that already. Let's see, landing lights are on. LNAV, I can't do VNAV because, reasons. Auto throttle. Alright, flaps are set. 5.5 green light. Stabilizer trim is set to 4.73. Before takeoff checklist complete, we're ready to go. So here we go. Takeoff thrust set, brakes release. Airspeed building. 80 knots.
V1. Rotating. V2.
Off the ground in Gibraltar. Positive brake, you're up. That's Fiat arm. Oh, that's VNAV. That's VNAV. Tread arm localizer. That's funny. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Alright, goodbye, Gibraltar. On our way to Barcelona. Speed check, flaps 1. Beautiful day for flying. Speed check, flaps up. Going to pitch to stay under that 250 knot restriction under 10,000. Coming up on our transition altitude here. And there she blows. Switch over to standard. Flying that flight director. Once we pass 10,000, we'll go ahead and switch over to the autopilot. And we'll run through our after takeoff checks. And here comes 10,000, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to Command A for the autopilot. It's going to lower the nose as it accelerates us up to our new speed restriction there. And we'll go ahead and auto brake to off, gear to off, kill the landing lights and the taxi and turn off lights there. That's fine. And after takeoff checklist, engine bleeds are on and the packs are on. Packs are auto, landing gear is up and off, and flaps up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete. And let's take a look outside. There is Gibraltar in the background. That's the, whoops, stay. That's the Rocket Gibraltar there, and then the Straits of Gibraltar leading out to the Atlantic Ocean that we are leaving behind. Beautiful. All right, as we poke up above 10,000 feet here and we turn from PMOS, let's go ahead and get on to TeamSpeak. I think it's time to get that going here. And let's see here, what room we're going to be in. Looks like we'll go to live stream. Yeah, live stream room 3. All right, we're live in live stream room 3 on TeamSpeak now. So if you want to join the conversation that way, you are free to do so. And that is, you can type in !TeamSpeak into NightBot, and we'll give you the details to do that. Some of you already are well versed in the TeamSpeak world, and so you have that already there, and so you'll be joining shortly, I'm sure. once we see who joins us here in TeamSpeak, we'll start talking about the new PC that was hinted at on last stream and talked about a little bit last stream and hinted at this morning. So we'll get that conversation underway. Captain Tim, hello, sir. Welcome back.
Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, glad to be back. Sorry I missed your flight yesterday.
That's okay. What were you doing?
Just finishing up a check ride with the captain. From Seattle back down.
Oh, okay. I'm going to step off for just a second here because I got to deal with a coworker for just a second, so stand by.
Hey, Sandwich, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Good to see you. How you doing?
I'm good, how about you?
Oh, a little tired. Still working on my first cup of coffee. Yeah, Moose is offline shortly. He's talking to his employer.
Gotcha. Where you guys going?
Alright guys, sorry about that. I've got a contractor over at the church today. They're trying to get some electrical wired up for a thing for Christmas, so I had to walk him through a few steps. So I am now back. Sorry about that. Apologize, I don't like doing that, but kind of have to. It's called life. So anyway, we're continuing to climb up here, 27,000 feet, just passing 27,000 feet, so about 10,000 away from our cruise altitude. I see we got Bubba Lewis with us now, and Kushan just joined us in TeamSpeak, and Sandwich is here apparently, so welcome guys.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, hey, hey. So yeah, so... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Where are you over right now?
Where am I over? Let's see. Let's try and figure that out. So, look at this. Airports. That's not air... Is that airports? That's not airports, that's nav aids. Where did that come up? Oh, there we go. What did I push? There we go. We are passing right over, basically, Lima Echo Alpha X-ray at the moment in Spain. I don't know what that means exactly, but we're not on VATSIM today, by the way, so I'm not going to show up on anything. So if that's what you're trying to look for, yeah. So, but yeah. So anyway, so back to the new computer. So I broke that out yesterday and started assembling. I've got the power supply in it, and wired through. I'm going to be mounting the motherboard today. My plan, I kind of shifted my tact a little bit, because what I was going to do originally was just keep the SSD and hard drive that I have in the current PC, and basically wipe them, move them over, put Windows 10, and reinstall everything. And so basically we'd be down completely as soon as I started that process until I got the other computer back up. And I kind of, as I thought about that, I really didn't like that, because it gives me no wiggle room. So what I'm doing instead, I went and bought last night at Best Buy another 500 gig SSD that matches the one I have currently. And so I'm going to install, I'm going to basically use that one to install in the new one, and that way I can move stuff over as it's built without completely destroying the existing machine, and so they can work in concert with each other for a little while. The only exception to that is the graphics card is coming out of the current PC and going into the new one. I still have my old GTX 550 Ti, which I think I'm going to throw into the current PC. It's eventually just going to get used as a streaming PC, and use that. And that's easy enough to swap back and forth. If I realize I've got some issues and I need to do something with the other PC, I can just swap the graphics card back over at that point. So, so yeah, I know that was weird where no one was talking, and it was just, yeah, so anyway. So yeah, so the new PC, for those of you that don't know, well, it's not a new PC, it's a new PC parts. I have to build it. Got all the parts in yesterday, and like I said, bought the last component, the other hard drive, last night. So it's going to be, it's a KB Lake iCore 7, Core i7, however you say it, 7700K, 4.2 gigahertz. It's 4 cores, 8 threads, and I'm going to be overclocking it probably to about 5 gigahertz. I've got a water cooler for it, so first time I'm doing into water cooling, which will be cool. And 16 gigs of DDR4 PC 3200 speed RAM. The graphics card obviously is going to stay the same, the GTX 970 that I have from NVIDIA. The 500 gig SSD along with a 1 terabyte standard traditional hard drive that'll just be a storage unit basically on it. Let's see, am I forgetting anything? Oh, and then I've got a 1,000 watt power supply for it. I figured, hey, go big or go home. I've got an 850 on my PC currently, and with all the extra water cooling and other things, and the bigger processor and the gaming motherboard I've got. It's an MSI Gaming Pro Carbon, I think it is the motherboard. It's a Z290, what is it? 270Z, 290Z. I can't remember what the numbers are that they use, but obviously for the Intel chip. So I thought, I'll just get a 1,000 watt supply, because that was the next step up, and then I'll know I'll be good. So yeah, it's gonna be a banging machine, I think. Should be nice and fast, and run pretty well. I decided to go with Intel. I've been AMD my whole life, but I decided to go with Intel because they have the better single core performance, and I need that for flight sim, because flight sim favors the single core over the multi-core stuff. AMD does a lot, you know, you can get a lot more cores and good speed on them, but their single core performance just does not match Intel right now, so figured why not.
What'd you do for the water cooler?
The water cooler is a Corsair. It's the 115 something or other. It's the 100. It's two 140 millimeter fan headers on the thing.
Is it actual water cooling or is it the self-contained system?
It is. Well, it's still water cooling, but it is self-contained.
Yeah, that's what I have. I've got the H80i, I think.
H80i. Okay, yeah. So mine is the H115. I or whatever they call it, or something like that. But yeah, it's a 200. The radiator itself is 280 millimeters long, and it's got 240 millimeter fans on it, on the radiator, and then the unit for the CPU. So
yeah, it sounds similar to mine. It's a great unit. I love it. I've had 3 or 4 of them now.
Nice. Yeah, I've heard a lot of. I got a lot of good reviews on those self-contained Corsairs, and so that's what I did. So Boeing manufacturer 8 is trying to get in TeamSpeak's having trouble. So what's your issue? It's just not letting you in, because there does need to be a TeamSpeak moderator or gatekeeper that's going to have to let you in, and I don't know if anyone's on right now, and we're kind of at the mercy of that when it comes to things. What's your TeamSpeak name, if it's different, which I think it is, because I don't see Boeing manufacturer 8 in here. So let me know what your TeamSpeak name is. If you're getting into the away section but you can't get into the live stream room, then that's why. If you can't even get into the away section, then you're gonna have to tell me what's going on so I can try and assist you. And nobody cares. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna pull up the routing here for Barcelona, because we're going to hit that a lot faster than we normally do, because it's a short flight today. What is our... yeah, we're only 360 miles out, so let's take a look at that here. Barcelona. Again, guys, hit that like button and subscribe button. I would appreciate it. I also mentioned, and again, there's some caveats to this, like I said, I'm hoping that with this method I'm doing now that I'll be able to get the PC up very quickly. My plan, though, is for next week. Next week is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving, guys, by the way, early. That is if you live in the United States. If you're outside the United States, then that means nothing to you, but whatever. But what it means for me is I have Thursday, Friday off. I mean, I have Friday off anyway, but I have Thursday off. But I'll be with family most of the day Thursday, as, you know, one should be on Thanksgiving. So, what I thought, though, I would do, because I don't usually go over to my parents until a little closer to late morning, early afternoon kind of thing for that, was so there's 2 caveats. One, if Truckers MP gets their act together and gets it all fixed up for the new updates that came out that broke everything, basically, on Truckers MP, if they can get that all fixed up and working again, then I'll do a short trucking stream, multiplayer trucking stream, on Thanksgiving morning. If they can't, then I'm probably just not going to worry about it. It's not going to be enough time for me to do a flight, so we're not going to do that. If the other caveat, though, obviously, is if I can get the computer stuff all set up and ready to go enough to be able to stream. So if that doesn't happen either, and I'll keep you guys updated with regard to that. I might be able to, if it's looking like. Well, no, probably not. I was thinking about something else. So, never mind. Yeah, so so those are the 2 caveats. If both of those things can happen, then we'll try to do a trucking stream on Thanksgiving morning, a special holiday edition. If not, we'll just fly like we normally do on Friday and Saturday that weekend. So, what was that? Turkey Airlines, yeah. Yeah, so I won't have a lot of time Thanksgiving in the morning, because my family will be wanting me to get over to the house. So I don't want to... Flying takes a lot more time to set up and then actually do, and so yeah. Yeah, Boeing manufacturer 8, I gave you some suggestions and asked some questions, so you've got to respond in kind. First of all, what is your name in TeamSpeak? Are you even able to get into TeamSpeak at all? Not the live stream room 3, but if it says fails to connect the server, don't. Someone mentioned you can't copy the IP address. You have to actually type it in for whatever reason. So don't copy and paste the IP address it gives you in the information from NightBot. Type it into TeamSpeak. For whatever reason, it doesn't like it when you paste it, I guess. So try that, see if that helps.
What's up, Moose?
Hey, Sandwich, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well. Getting ready to play with the new computer, so that's exciting.
Oh, really?
Yep, I just bought all the components.
What kind of, is it just upgraded, or did you get a whole new computer?
Oh, well, it's going to be a whole new computer. It's new case, new power supply, new motherboard, new everything. The only thing, the only thing that will transfer over is going to be the graphics card I currently have, which is the GTX 970, because that was that was happy enough to do that. I don't need to spend the extra money to get a new one of those. So, okay, Boeing manufacturer, bye. All right. Let's see. What's our arrival supposed to be? It's the mate Maddox 1 into Maddox 1 Juliet. Here we go. All right. Let's see what we're looking at here. Well, that's the simplest arrival I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Maddox 1 to BL028, and then hitting at 29 degrees to Rubot, and then vectors. Okay. What's our transition altitude? Well, that says by ATC. Sometimes they give me a different one on the other thing. So let's see. If we do that, the winds are calm enough. We could just come in that way. And that would be simple.
No, I'll be back in 17.
Okay. So that would be 7 left. So let's plan for that, because unless the winds change. So let's look at the approach for 7 left. And that gives us right there. Come on. We're in live stream room 3, Savage Sniper. Live stream room 3. Aldo the Apache, if you're in TeamSpeak, you want to make your way to live stream room 3. You may need to wait until a TeamSpeak gatekeeper, which I am not one of those people, gives you permission to do so for the first time. Once you get it the first time, then you're good to go for the future, but it's always the first time getting in is a little iffy, because we're not using, it's not my TeamSpeak channel, it's Raptors. I've been granted permission to use it, so we have to follow their procedures and policies that are set up in place. Oh, transition altitude, 6,000 feet. Okay, so that's good. So let's go ahead and set that now, so I don't forget. I think that was in here, under forecast. There we go. Transition altitude 60. There we go. Alright, so transition altitude set for that. The, oh yeah, if we come in at Rubot at, let's see. Oh, that's Aztec. Okay, so from Rubot to Aztec, we want to be down to 3,000 and then hit the glide slope. That's real easy. Easy peasy. So let's plan on that. That's a nice one. Alright, so let's go down here and plot that out real quick. We're going to go to our departure arrival page. We're going to look at arrivals. And we've already selected, just make sure it is activated here. Yep, there we go. We want 7 left, ILS. I think I'm looking at ILS Zulu at the moment. Yes, I am. ILS Zulu, 7 left. And we want Rubot. We'll execute that. Let's go check out the legs. Next page. Excellent. Yeah, we don't have any speed or altitude restrictions, again, except for the normal 10,000 or 250 below 10,000. So that's simple enough. So we'll come straight in. MSA around Barcelona looks like it's 3,200 feet to the southeast and about 5,700 feet to the northwest. Missed approach is going to be climb straight ahead to the BCN VOR and follow the 59 radial of BCN to 3000 and as directed. So that's basically climb straight out toward the VOR, so that's easy too. The whole thing is simple. I love it. I love it.
Hey, Moose.
Yes.
Did you ever figure out the Phantom switching from your Jacksonville Cleveland run, where you're hearing that clicking?
Yeah, no, I did not. Any ideas?
Yeah, I'm thinking if you had Fantastic up, it's their when somebody puts a comment underneath the map, you know, every time they put something there, they change the tone.
Oh, it sounds like a button. Oh, that's annoying. That was driving me nuts. Okay, well that's good. At least I know what it is, because it sounded like I had like a phantom, like I was clicking a switch and then like I moved my mouse and it just kept trying to click it, even though my mouse wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, that's how I learned it too. I was like, what is clicking here?
God, that was awful. Okay, well good. That's good to know. I will check that next time and see if it syncs up. But that makes sense, because I could not for the life of me figure out what that was.
Yeah, the only problem is they didn't, when they did the upgrade to Fantastic, they didn't set a way to disable that.
No, that's annoying. Well, hopefully in the future they will change that, because that's no bueno.
That's my best guess.
Yeah, I think you're probably right there. So I think you are probably right. Okay. So decision height's going to be about 262 on the Barrow. So let's set that while I'm here as well. We're on Barrow. 262.
Hello, Moose.
Hello, who I got there?
Once again, it's Logan.
Hey, Logan, how you doing?
Pretty good.
How's your Saturday so far?
Pretty good.
Good to hear, good to hear. Savage Sniper, yeah, the insufficient permissions is because one of the gatekeepers has to let you in. I don't know. Pinto has usually been kind of our guy. I think he's away at the moment, it looks like. Yeah, I see you here. In fact, doorman gatekeeper needed. If they make me a doorman or gatekeeper, then I could do that, but no one has done that yet. So, encrypted pilot has gone flying. He could do that. Let's see here. I don't know any of those people who are in the Screen 1 Raptor Cinema stuff, so I don't know if they're available to help. Yeah.
Raptor could do it.
Is Raptor online?
Yeah, he's up in Raptor's cage.
Raptor's cage. Well, yeah, he's there, but his voice is off, so I don't know if. Let me try messaging. I don't know if I can. Open text chat.
By the way, Moose, on my VATSIM flight last night, my route planner misjudged the amount of fuel that I needed, so I ended up needing to cheat and had to add more fuel in flight.
Oh, that's fun. What are you using for your fuel planner?
Oh, it's all part of... Man, I can't remember what it's called. Just give me a sec. SimBrief.
Oh, what aircraft were you using?
The RJ700.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, they do a pretty good job with it, but, you know, depending on the fuel flow stuff that the individual model maker put in, it could be off, and also depending on weather that you do versus SimBrief. You have to keep in mind, SimBrief plans based on current real-world weather. So if you don't use current real-world weather, it's a tongue twister, then your fuel calculations could be off in a very positive way, meaning you have plenty of extra fuel, or a very negative way. So in instance, let's say you're flying a good amount of distance, and in the real world, SimBrief sees the weather, you're going to have an epic tailwind. So it's not going to give you as much fuel as you would need if you had no tailwind or a headwind. And so you could find yourself running out of fuel or dipping into your reserves quite a bit because you're using so much more fuel to power through the headwinds that SimBrief thought you'd have tailwinds for. So there's also places on there to plus or minus the percentage of fuel that it assumes for the aircraft if its fuel calculation is wrong. So that's a trial and error kind of thing, unfortunately. There's no really great way to do that. So, so yeah. Clayton, why do you think you're on the wrong website? Or the web site, as you spelled it, but I know you're only 6, so you're forgiven. So yeah, Raptor's not responding, so I don't know if he's actually... I don't know what Raptor's cage means. That may be like his version of I'm not really here, but I'm connected kind of thing.
I mean, that's where his people go. Video.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, so I don't...
Yeah, that's where people go to talk.
Got it. Yeah, I don't know. I chatted him, chat messaged him, and he's not responding, but let's see, who's this guy? Is he I don't know if he's a gatekeeper or not. What does that mean? No, he's not. That's avatar required. He's what's this guy? No, it's military server, site foreman, channel manager. That's not a gatekeeper.
Moose, I looked at one of your first videos they still open, and it was epic.
You looked at one of my first videos that was what?
That you uploaded.
Oh, which one was it?
YouTube. Give me a sec again. So it was the FSX Boeing 747 pattern at Kilo Foxtrot Alpha and whatever T is.
Tango. Yeah, that's my home airport. That's KFAT. Yeah, that's my first. I was just, I think the only reason I uploaded it, I can't remember if that was the test stream or that was the, I think I was just flying around and I landed it really well, and so I was like, I'm going to post that online just because I was proud of it, so.
It's 24 minutes long, and this video is really just a test of how Fraps would work with my setup.
Yeah, so that was way back in the day when I first started to do some YouTube stuff. That was probably 2014-ish area.
Yep.
So yeah.
Upload date is July 5th, 2014.
There you go. See, I started my channel basically on the 4th of July. I mean, it's a day late, but you know. Born on the 4th of July. Born on the 5th of July. It's not quite as not quite the same ring to it, I guess, but whatever.
And it's also when you still had horrible graphics.
Yes, I had. Yeah, comparatively speaking, yeah. And that was the old, obviously the old PMDG 747. Didn't have any, what do you call it, Orbex, FTX Global yet, or anything like that. I think I had Rex at that point, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not even that. I'm not sure when I got Rex, now that I think about it. So maybe it was before Rex. Rex, for those of you who don't know, by the way, is a Real Environment Extreme. They're a, they do texture upgrades to FSX. So, yeah, go ahead.
Wait, speaking of the 747, did you see PMDG is doing the 747-8?
Well, they talked about they were going to be doing it after they released the Queen of the Skies originally, and we just haven't heard anything until very recently. I was cruising the forums the other day and saw they're actually making some progress with it, so that's good. I can't wait. I'd love to get my hands on that when it comes out. Have the new 8. That'd be nice. So, but yeah, I'm also I'm really curious what I know they're working on the 8, and I heard they're redoing or reworking the J41. But I'm curious to see if they're going to venture out into a new airplane at some point, or if they're just going to redo some stuff for the time being, or what's happening. But I would really, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen, but I think it'd be really cool if they either did the 7.5 or 7.6. I could see them doing the 7.6 just because level D, I mean, there's level D 767 out there from years ago, but there's, I mean, the 7.6 is still in service, they're still making them, so. Kramer, thank you so much for that super chat, I appreciate it. I will definitely keep up with the great videos, so if you're looking to support the channel, you can do what Kramer just did. He did a $2 super chat, and it gets his comment up. As comments go up, his will stay up there at the top for a while longer and keep it on the screen so that way people can see it. It's basically kind of like boosting your own chat, but it feeds my channel some money too. So thank you so much. I appreciate that, sir. Much appreciated.
Oh, you use payware, not freeware, for your graphics?
I have any add-ons that I have for the most part are payware. I don't have a lot when it comes to scenery because I tend to focus more on the planes as the add-on versus the scenery, although scenery is important. So I don't have like a lot of individual scenery, if any at all, now that I think about it. But so I have Orbex FTX Global, which is basically kind of a mass global retexture of the sim. And then I spent money on Rex a number of years ago, which basically helps upgrade some sky textures, cloud textures, taxiway textures, sun textures, stuff like that. So, so those are both payware. The weather engine is payware. The aircraft that I fly, for the most part, are payware because they're better. And so, I mean, it does cost more, but at a certain point, you kind of get accustomed to flying the nicer, more complex stuff, and it's hard to go back to the limitations of default and freeware stuff. So, I'm in a position where I can, you know, I'm single, I work, I've got a job, so I can typically afford, you know, things as long as I can't justify going out and buying every new piece of whatever just because I want to, but I do have enough freedom to every so often get what I want, so if that makes sense.
So right now I have the default FSX graphics, so it's kind of crappy.
Yeah, the default, I mean, and that's the thing, FSX, what made FSX great, or what made the Microsoft Flight Simulators great in general, was they gave you the global world in a decent package. I mean, it wasn't awesome, but it was decent. But it allowed for so much expandability and third-party add-ons, both freeware, payware, and everything in between, to kind of customize the world as good or as limiting as you saw fit as the person. So for the low price of like $60 to buy the software, originally, nowadays you can get it for a lot cheaper because it's a 10-year-old program. But Aldo the Apache, if you want to donate $5 at one time, you have two options. You can do a super chat just like Kramer did, which is that $sign down at the bottom of the chat, or you can go to Streamlabs. The link is in the video description below, and do it there. And if you do the Streamlabs, it should pop up in the window saying you donated $5, unless Streamlabs is broken at the moment. But those are your two options to not do the monthly thing. Yeah, the monthly thing is a sponsorship, and that's I think it's like $4.99 a month or something like that. See, I need to get, I don't know if you guys saw, I don't know how many of you guys ever watched a guy named Captain Canada. He's got some good streams. He does a lot of X-Plane stuff. And first of all, he did a stream the other day. I saw he had this shirt on that's basically a pilot shirt. It's like a pilot uniform in a t-shirt. It was hilarious. But he did a stream actually I think he was flying to Barcelona when it happened. He was flying out of I want to say Geneva or something like that. He was over in that neck of the woods, and someone donated at one point, and then someone else donated, and they basically created this like donation train. It was insane. It was fun to watch. Yeah, I gotta get one of those going here.
We can get this video or live stream to 30 likes before it ends on Super Chat.
Alright, well, you're gonna have to tell me when it hits the 30 because I can't see it until it's over, so the way I've got my stuff set up. Maybe you get like a like counter or something.
So everyone in the chat or who's watching the stream, hit that like button so I can super chat.
There you go. Logan's gonna
30 likes.
Logan's gonna super chat and donate if you guys give me the 30 likes before it's over. So let's get that going.
And with that, we got one dislike.
Oh, look at that. How?
Oh, 21 likes now.
Dare. Okay. Aldo, your donation, it doesn't show in TeamSpeak. It just shows in for the sponsor, you mean? No, it's all the sponsor and Super Chat stuff is all a YouTube thing. So it only shows on the YouTube side. TeamSpeak is just is a whole separate third-party thing for chatting. So they're not connected. what will happen if you donate on the Streamlabs, instead of popping up in the chat, it actually does a little notification pop up in the video itself. So, so that's the difference between those two. The subscriber thing changes your icon, and so you actually look different in the chat. You become green, and just like American Aviator.
Alright, we are now at 22 likes, so 8 more to go.
Alright, 8 more, guys. Let's get those likes going. 8 more likes to go. Let's get it.
Someone hit the dislike button though as soon as they heard me say that. Rip.
Yeah, who are you disliking people? You know what? This is rude. Rude.
Like, I've had people on my videos where they just dislike it and don't even watch the video.
Oh, I know. People do that all the time. People, there's always going to be trolls, and you just got to ignore them.
Yep.
Alright, got 69 miles top of descent, so let's kind of finalize our procedure here. We're going to be doing 7 left. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, you lost a like and then got it back.
Oh, okay. So we're still 22?
Yep.
Alright, 110.3 is going to be our ILS frequency, so let's set that up now. Let's get that over there. And our final approach course should be 65, so we'll go ahead and set that over here. We'll do auto brakes 2. And we've already got our decision height, 262 baro set here. We need to get the current QNH for Barcelona, so let's do that. I think that's that to do that.
Lima Echo Bravo Lima Airport information Lima 1900 Zulu weather wind 318 at 4 visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 2000 temperature 12 dew.9 QNH 1021 advise on initial contact you have information Lima.
Alright, so yeah, winds are still only at 4 knots, so we're fine to kind of do whatever we want. We're going to stick with runway 7 left. QNH 1021, so let's go ahead and set that. So that way when we transition, we'll have that ready to go. I'm going to set this down to 3,000, so it's ready to go. Because that's going to be our final approach curve. We don't have any altitude or speed restrictions before that, so we'll just go ahead and set that there now. And then let's look at our flaps settings too.
Great, we just had someone for a super chat. Well, I don't have a job, so probably under $10, but it'll still be a super chat.
How old are you, Logan?
14.
Okay, well, awesome, man.
Yep. But I do still plan on becoming a pilot.
Well, that's awesome, man. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. I originally wanted to become an F-16 pilot.
Oh.
But my eyesight is so bad that I wouldn't be able to do it for the military.
Oh yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen.
Oh, Kramer's 12.
Yeah.
Oh.
And his brother Clayton, who's the other Kramer on here, is 6.
How long has Kramer been watching your videos?
Kramer's been around here for quite a while. A few months at least.
You have people who've been more on your live streams and videos, moderator more?
Yeah, if they've been around a lot, and I've you know, so part of it's their presence, and then part of it is how they interact on chat too. I can kind of go, oh yeah, I can trust you to not be stupid when it comes to being a moderator and things like that. Then I just decide to do that if I'm needing another moderator kind of thing. So.
By the way, guys, never ask to be moderator, because then it'll even lessen your chances.
That's right. Good point. 7.7. What's our current fuel we're playing? So
I'll be back in a little bit, and if guys, again, if we'll be at 30 likes, then I will super chat.
Alright, so we're going to be, VREF speed's going to be flap 30, 142. We're going to add 5 knots to that, so our approach speed will be 147. Planned approach. We're going to have a slight crosswind of about 4 knots or so off the left-hand side of the aircraft. Nothing we can't deal with. Oh, you're 7. Your brother told you you're 6. Did you just turn 7? See, I remember things. Been waiting 3 hours for a free word to download. Oh my goodness. What are you downloading? Well, how big is it, I guess? Good grief. It's a long time for a download. I mean, I guess unless you're on dial-up still. I hope not. If you're trying to watch this video live, that's probably not going to be the best. Okay.
Hey, so what's the outside of your aircraft?
I'm sorry, what was that?
So what's the outside of your aircraft?
Outside, let's do that. So here we go. It'll be a little bit delayed for you because you're talking to me live, but the stream is slightly delayed, so you should see it in a second here. So here's the outside is a British Airways jet today, 737-800 with winglets. Taking our turn here. We're going to be heading over to the top of the descent in just a moment. Up at the east coast of Spain. España. That's a cool little shot right there. Engine powering away there. We're at 26 likes, guys. We need 4 more. Let's get that 4 more to 30. If you haven't hit that like button already, hit that like button. Let's get 4 more likes so we get that super chat from Logan. Alrighty then. See, landing altitude, we're on the coast, so yeah, we're going to stick with that 0 right there, that's fine. That is fine. When we land on 7 left, where's my airport? Let's see this here before we start our way down here. We're going to land 7 left. We're probably going to go off my assumption, probably Papa 2, maybe P1, might be Papa 1, but Papa 2 probably. We'll take that up to, looks like Sierra, and then we'll take Sierra to the Bravo 8 or Bravo 9 to the gate. We'll see what, we're going to be on one of the end gates of the T2 terminal. The other terminal that is on here that exists nowadays does not exist in Flight Simulator, so it did not exist 10 years ago. So we'll be going to the northern end of the airport for those terminals. The medium gates are all on the end of those things, so we're looking at, I think it's like Echo 1 or Delta 8 or something like that, so we'll see when we get down, but that's going to be the taxi plan, basically. Again, missed approach is straight ahead to the BCN VOR, which let's go ahead and put that in as the backup so we can do that easily, should the need arise. Let's add that to that there, by the way. Oh, we're at 28. We got 2 more, guys. 2 more. 2 more likes. 2 more likes. Okay, BCN is 116.7. 16.7. So we'll do that. That's the 59-degree radial off the BCN VOR, and we climb up to 3,000. And then we'll basically right turn it over the water and come back around for another approach if we have to miss. So that will be the plan. comes top of descent. Looks like we got something going in live stream room 2 now. What? I don't know what. Alright, en route to Maddox, and coming to our top of the set now. And there we go. We have now begun our descent. (6,000 feet is our transition, so at 6,000 we'll switch over from standard back to QNH 1021. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that like button, guys. Especially hit that like button if you haven't already. We need 2 more apparently to get to that magic number of 30, at which point Logan said he's going to super chat. So hit that like button, please. I'd appreciate it. Stay away from that dislike button. That button dishes out back to you something like Ebola, I think. So don't hit that button. The button is toxic. Don't touch it. I'm just kidding. But if you don't like the video, then just, you know, go watch something else. No one's keeping you here. But I appreciate for those of you that stick with me, watch the videos, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate you guys very, very much.
One more like till we get to 30.
Or one more there, guys. 29. We're at 29. We need one more. Come on, do it for Moose. Who's going to be the...
do it for Moose, guys. Let's get in the chat.
There you go.
Hashtag do it for Moose.
There it is. Hashtag do it for Moose. One more like. One more like. DC on Monday. I'm going to... Oh, nice. A spy museum. That's cool. Yeah, Kramer, you're going to love the Air and Space Museum in DC. It's very cool. So, have fun with that.
Which one are you going to? The one downtown or the one out at the airport?
It says here he's going to 2 of them, so I'm wondering if he's doing both.
Yeah, the Upper KZ is really good.
Yeah,
Downtown's cool too.
Yeah, the downtown one's been the one I went to. I didn't go to. I don't know if when we went, if Udvar Hazy was fully around yet, but. Aldo the Apache, thank you so much for your $5 donation. I appreciate that. You too can get your name recognized on stream like that by following in Aldo's lead and going to Streamlabs and donating that way if you don't want to do Super Chat. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. I didn't notice the little video of the guy with the hand thing going. That was good. I saw it in the Aftermath stream. That's funny.
Come on, guys. We need one more like, and then I will Super Chat as well.
So, thank you, Aldo, so much for that. Super appreciated.
When was the last time you were at Air and Space there?
I was just out of high school. So...
that was probably before 747 was put in there.
No, well, there was a 747 there. I don't know if it was yours.
Well, Northwest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was... Are you talking about the big nose cone deal?
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was there.
It kind of sucks that an airplane that I flew is in the Smithsonian now.
Yeah, it kind of makes you feel old, huh?
Hit that dislike button, folks.
Don't listen to Tim.
Hit that like button.
Tim the dissenter.
Tim the old.
Dame Tim in the chat, guys.
You said it that time.
Tim.
You said it that time, not me. Oh, man.
Wait,
Oh, hey, Pinno's here.
Oh,
Hey, figure I'd stop by and say hi.
Well, hello, sir.
Hey, Pinno.
Wasn't there someone who needed help?
There was. I don't know if they're still in here. I'm looking down here to see if they're. I think
I think the type of help that people in this channel need, I can't provide. Legally.
Not that kind of help. No, he's got. Yeah, he's gone.
Oh,
he's not
Rip, you have 2 dislikes now.
I blame Tim for that.
Hashtag blame Tim.
Tim, way to go. Why can't you be more likable?
Because I have 4 stripes.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a pretty good comeback.
We got 30 likes. There it is.
Hey, we got to 30. Hey, Aviation Kid, welcome back to the stream, sir. Alrighty. Some nasty looking water down there.
Yeah, Mediterranean.
Yeah, it's kind of
kind of nasty.
You don't want to drink it.
No.
Yeah.
Do not drink the Mediterranean.
I'm still trying to figure out if your flight's even legal.
In what way?
I don't know if you can actually fly legally from Gibraltar to Spain.
Oh. Maybe not.
Oh, yeah, no. Let's
see if I get arrested when I touch down. That's interesting.
Speaking of that, did you hear about that Air France crew?
No, what happened?
Okay, so they were flying from Spain, or from not Spain, France to Argentina.
Okay.
And they got arrested once they landed.
Why? France and Argentina not have a beef?
No. What happened was there was a late. Okay, so business class was full.
Hey, thanks Slogan Gaming for that. Super chat, awesome, very much. Thank you so much. Sorry, Pinno, go ahead.
Oh no, that's okay. Super chat's important. So what happened was there's this lady asking for an upgrade. She's like, hey, there's an upgrade. Well, and apparently later on in the flight she came, and she's like, I'm being harassed by the person next to me, but she didn't say any reasons why or anything, so the crew moved her to economy. So apparently she's the daughter of like one of the Department of something heads, if that makes sense.
Of Argentina?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so Argentina's known for their corruption, apparently. So they got arrested and detained for like 8 hours.
Super chat.
Oh, Smurf Killer gave me a €2 super chat. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you.
That is $2.36 for US dollars.
Nice. So it's even more than $2. I love it.
Come on, guys. You too can get a super chat. Get your name in blue.
That's
so come on, hit super chat. If it's $1, $2, doesn't matter. Hashtag do it for Moose.
There we go. Hashtag do it for
I'm
Moose.
selling out.
You guys are awesome.
You're okay with that if he's selling out even on your channel, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm selling out on your channel for your channel.
Yeah, Kramer's turning into my accountant over here.
Well, that must be a pretty easy job.
Oh, burn. Burn. Oh, man. Need some ointment.
We get to 100 likes, I'll do another super chat, but I doubt it's going to happen.
Brian Gren, not too much longer. We're in our descent now. We're just about to cross through 13,000 for 3. And current estimated time of arrival is 12:01 Zulu on my clock, which is about 14 minutes from now. So not much longer. All that to say, not much longer.
How was your brother's graduation, by the way?
Brother-in-law, but yeah, it was very good. He graduated from physician assistant training down at Marshall B. Ketchum, which is kind of like a sister subsidiary university school right next to University Fullerton, California State Fullerton, however it's, whatever. It's the same thing as Fresno State. It's Fullerton State, basically. But no, it was very nice. The weather was beautiful. It was indoors, but I mean, the weather was beautiful to be down there, and the ceremony was pretty cool. They did their whole hooding thing because it's technically a master's degree. And so yeah, so now he's still got to take the boards, I believe, sometime soon here. But he's already got a job lined up in Visalia, and so they're moving up to Fowler, which is maybe about 20 minutes outside of Fresno. And because she's going to work at the Trader Joe's here in Fresno, where she works down there now at Trader Joe's. She's going to transfer back up here, and then he's going to work in Visalia, so they're going to kind of split the difference on where they live. So it'll be nice to have them close in the valley again, as opposed to way down there in Southern California. So, but yeah, thanks for asking. It went really well.
Yeah, that's good. Did you get any plane spotting time over at?
I did. I actually got a little bit less than I wanted to because I was going to leave at like 6 a.m. here, so I could have kind of most of the day on Friday to do that. And then I slept through my alarm and didn't leave till about 9:30. So I didn't get down there until about 1:30 or so. But I still had the entire afternoon and evening to do that. And then about 6:30 I headed out to get food and then meet him up in Brea. So, but it was a good day. It was beautiful weather down there for plane spotting too, and got some good pictures posted on Twitter of some nice sunset shots at the airport. So got to see the Queen kind of in more ways than one, because the British Airways 747-400 come in while I was over at the park, so that was awesome. But yeah, it was a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah, they finally nailed down the retirement trip for our 747. So
yeah, I saw your tweets about that. That was cool. So, Aldo the Apache, thank you so much for the additional $5 via Super Chat. That's right. Thank you so much. You too can look like this. Awesome, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Frosty Gamer 60, hello, sir. Welcome to the stream.
Hashtag do it for Moose.
That's right. Hashtag do it for Moose. There you go. Kramer, I don't know what Impractical Jokers is, so clearly I don't watch it. I don't know if there's a show. Is it a YouTube channel thing? Is it a... I just
do not know what Impractical Jokers is.
I don't know. I don't know everything. I did when I was like 17, but you know, nowadays I'm old enough to realize I don't know everything.
Man, Moose, do you watch TV?
Do I watch what?
TV.
EV?
TV, television.
I don't even know what that is.
Victor.
Oh, TV. Yes. Okay. That's not like it's an EV. Yes, I do. I do watch TV, but you know, limited. I have jobs and things to do. I actually watch more Netflix and YouTube stuff now than I do actual TV. So.
Well, Impractical Jokers is where a bunch of friends compete to embarrass each other.
Oh, okay.
And then the loser, who like doesn't do something, then what they have to do is something to embarrass themselves even more.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Frosty Gamer 60, I am very well. How are you, sir? I actually just started watching Season 2 of Stranger Things. I've only seen Episode 1 so far. But I watched Season 1 last year when it came out, and it was really good. So, looking forward to Season 2 here. Alright, coming around to Rubat, and then from Rubat down to, what is it, to... Aztec. We want to be down to 3,000 at Aztec, so we're well on our way. Getting our speed drop there. Glad to hear you're doing well, Frosty Gamer 60. Glad to hear it. So guys, if you haven't already, we've got a new hashtag going on, Do It For Moose, and so that can be as simple as hitting that like and subscribe button, but they're talking about donating either by Super Chat or Streamlabs or sponsoring, either way. But I'm going to extend that hashtag to the likes and the subscribers too. So hashtag Do It For Moose. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, please, if you don't mind.
Hashtag Do It For Moose.
That's right. Hashtag Do It For Moose.
I kind of want to make a jingle now.
Alright, there's Rubot heading over to our decel point over here, and then over to Aztec. And that will put us on the final approach for 7 left. Actually, Brian Grin, I didn't have breakfast. Normally I have like toast and some chocolate milk. Love chocolate milk. It's my guilty pleasure. But I was out of toast this morning, and so that's part of why I streamed so early. I was like, oh, we'll get... I'm not that hungry, so I'll do my stream, and then I'll go get some lunch, and then I'll work on my computer. So, there you go. Well, thank you, Savage Sniper. I appreciate that. We're actually... I show we have 22 viewers right now, but obviously that number fluctuates up and down. But thank you for the support there. Once we get down below this point, we will get our flaps coming down. No, this is FSX in Windows 7 right now. The new computer is going to be running Windows 10 because of the hardware. It's going to require it. So I bought Windows 10 for that, and have to download that onto a thumb drive so I can do the install that way because I bought it online. So, all right, let's go ahead.
You do know about the new issue on that, don't you?
What is the new issue?
The errors being thrown on some add-ons with the child Windows support.
The child Windows support? What? What child? What?
It's the type of error that Windows 10 will throw if you try and open up like an FMC or a window within Flight Sim.
Oh, well, that's great.
And yeah, it looks like it affects P3D too.
Oh gosh.
Let me go find it for you.
That's gonna be fun.
I'm just not going to update my computer.
You don't have a lot of a choice with Windows 10. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
They force that on you now. So.
Well, actually, you can change that.
Oh, can you now?
If you have the Pro version, you can do a metered update, and if it's metered, they won't force you to do it. You have to select it manually.
I knew there was a reason I was buying the Pro one. I always get the Pro versions because I always want all the functionality, so I'm really glad I did that now. Huzzah! Excellent. I don't know if Fresno State's playing it. I know our next one is against Wyoming, I think it is. Let me check. Schedule 2017. We'll see here in a second. Oh, there's our. We gotta switch over to switch your altimeter over. Oh, we're playing right now. So yes, we are playing today, and we're winning 3-0. I'll take it. Yeah, the second quarter looks like 12:40 left in the second. So got a lot of game to go left, but at least we are technically winning at the moment. That's good. We also need to get those landing lights on. Team Benzai, thank you for subscribing, sir. Welcome aboard. Still here.
Hashtag do it for Moose.
That's right. Happens you want to jump with some? No, Bubba Lewis. The reason I'm doing the stream early is because I've got a computer to build, so that way we can get some better content here.
Alrighty, yep, that's fine.
Yeah. Yep. So, yep. Sorry. We'll be doing I'll be doing VATSIM again next week, though.
Alrighty. Yep.
I'm gonna try and do that for one of the flights at least every week now, at least I think, because I've enjoyed that. So yeah. Tim, did my Jags make it to Cleveland? Did that thing land?
You do know I'm a Packer fan, right?
I don't care.
Go back up.
I said my Jags. I didn't say your Jags.
Okay, care. I'll take a look real quick here. I'm working on your error here.
Oh, gotcha. Jacob Stadad, thank you for subscribing. Welcome aboard, sir. Check the speed down here. How tall am I? I am 6 foot. Pretty much 6 foot even. we have the ILS yet? No, we don't. Run that down.
Atlas Air Flight 8624 landed 32 minutes late at 14:42 Eastern.
All right. Late? How dare they?
And they departed on time.
Yeah, go figure that one out. Doing donuts in the sky, apparently.
But weather in the Midwest, yeah, they were.
No.
Weather in the Midwest has been
That makes
bad
sense.
this morning.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
So does the block fuel include your extra fuel?
Yeah, your block fuel should be all of your fuel that you're taking.
Okay.
Let's see in the ILS capture up, so we're just gonna disconnect at this point. Shush. Oops, no, don't do that.
How far out are you?
Not very far. I mean, at this point, we're looks like we're just inside 10 miles.
And you're not getting
No.
ILS?
Although that
Bring
says
up your
111.
nav number 1 identifier. See if you're getting a identifier.
Well, I see it over. Well, I see this. Oh, yeah, a second.
Well, you getting it's on the display there?
Yeah, but it doesn't show any information, so it's like it shows what it should be, but it's not. I checked these in. Well, I checked. You know what? I checked the one side, and they were all coming up the same frequency. I wonder if this one did get changed. It's very possible. It wouldn't surprise me. Gear down. Arm the spoilers. And we've got our landing clearance, so we'll go ahead and turn those on. So as we give our clearance to ourselves. You, stop blinking at me. It's annoying. You don't like it. Coming in. And there's flaps 30, okay. Alright. Trying to keep it nice and smooth. Like a baby's behind. Yep, ILS never came on, so just using the PAPI lights for a glide slope. Just watching the end of the runway there.
100. 50, 30, 20, 10.
There we go. Nice and firm. Ooh, hello. Alrighty then. I think right here this is Papo 2, I think. It's hard to say. The signs are all facing the wrong way. It's very helpful. Let's spoilers up, flaps up, landing lights off. Oh, this is a Charlie Alpha. Of course, they probably renamed all the taxiways too. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, let's get our gate assignment here. I think we're going to do Delta... Delta 6 works for me. No, I don't need to follow me, so it should be over yonder. Somewhere there. Oh, that would help if you would... Ah, Swissport. Let's take it. What are you doing? There they are. Cool. Yeah, they renamed all the taxiways. Okay. Yeah, you have to remember that Easy Dock kind of accentuates the head shake on landing, so it looks a lot harder than it necessarily is. So without an actual readout of feet per minute, it's kind of hard to gauge, you know, just how hard that landing is. I can kind of tell based on how I'm feeling it coming in, but
I blame it on the antlers.
Sure, we can do that. They are hard to fit in the cockpit, I'll tell you.
Especially with a headset.
Exactly, exactly. Although I get great reception.
What's that do for your top panel?
Yeah, it basically just activates all the switches I don't want to activate. Constantly pushing things, constantly setting off fire warnings and things like that. It's great. Alright guys, well welcome to Barcelona. Weather's beautiful, got some clouds out there at 2000, but over here it's pretty much clear. There's a gate we're going to turn in right over here. And get over to that. Again guys, thank you so much for those of you that donated during the stream today. I very much appreciate it. And those of you that subscribed, thank you for joining us. Hopefully you'll be joining us for future flights as well. Again, the streaming schedule normally, barring, you know, changes in my schedule, vacations, work, things like that, is generally Thursday trucking in the evening, and then Friday afternoon flying, and Saturday morning flying. So that's the current schedule. That's obviously subject to change as my schedule kind of changes and moves around. But that's typically the pattern. So thanks for coming along with us. Like I said, we'll try to do a trucking stream early on Thanksgiving if they get that Truckers MP working and I get my computer fixed up. I'll keep you guys posted in the on the various forms of social media such as Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I'll also get you guys some updates and pictures of the new PC as it gets built, so you guys will see how that works. Tinfoil. No conspiracy people on this flight. So yeah. Got our little guy here bringing us in. Just a little bit over. There we go. And
Guys, still a little bit of time left in the stream, so come on, hit that like button before Moose ends it in about 5 minutes.
And there we go.
Hashtag do it for Moose.
Thank you. Hashtag do for Moose. Alright. Brick set. We're going to go ahead and turn that off. I need to get our ground cart connected here. So let's go into menu, FS actions, ground connections, wheel chock set, ground and air. We'll go ahead and kill the parking brake. Now the wheel chocks are set. We've got to get this. Is this too far over? I wonder if it is. Yep. It's stupid. Alright. That's annoying. It's a medium gate. Line it up. It's not difficult. Alright, ground power is available, so we'll switch over to that, and we'll also turn the packs off because we've got ground air connected. We can turn the engine bleeds off, and we can now turn off the kill the engines as well. So chop the engines there, fuel pumps can come off, all the various sundry lights can come off, engines can go off continuous, anti-collision, that can stay on to nav. Kill the yaw damper there, we'll kill these guys, dome light can come on, kill the window heats, kill the pitot heats, kill the electrical hydraulics, leave the emergency lights there, we'll turn the seat belts off, and I think we are good. We'll go ahead and open the door. Actually, we'll request deboarding first of all. And then we'll go ahead and open our doors. Menu, sections, doors, open door. I'm going to do the air stairs because apparently this jetway doesn't want to sync up. And we'll open the cargo doors for the cargo unloaders. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we do that. So here we are on the ground at Barcelona.
What's used for your ground?
You mean like these guys down here, the ground services?
Yeah.
That's a GSX.
Alright.
Ground, or GEX, GSX, Ground Environment Extreme, Ground, I forget what it stands for. It's FS Dream Team is the people that make it. So if you go to their website, fsdreamteam.com, they do a bunch of scenery, but they also have this little doodad, which is actually really great for immersion because you get it at any airport, whether or not you have special scenery there or not. The only thing it requires is a parking spot, which Gibraltar didn't have, so go figure. But, so yeah. Anywho.
Streaming tomorrow?
No. Tomorrow is Sunday, so not going to be streaming tomorrow. Probably going to be working on my computer, trying to get that up and running anyway. So, like I said, we will try and stream Thursday morning next week on Thanksgiving if those two conditions are met. If not, then we'll just go ahead and fly on Friday and Saturday next week like we normally would and do that. That'll be our kind of holiday stream. So, thank you guys for coming along. Again, a special extra thank you for those that donated, either via Super Chat or via Streamlabs. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting that like button. Appreciate you guys very much. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend and week. If I don't see you for Thanksgiving, have a great Thanksgiving. And remember, there's lots to be thankful for even in the midst of all that can go wrong in this world. So, enjoy it. Enjoy the holiday. We'll see you next time, guys. Follow you guys on TeamSpeak. Join me. Special shout out to you. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time.
Take care, Moose. Good flight.
Yes, you Moose.
Yeah, Moose.
Thanks, guys. Flying Moose is signing off.